Hello students, this is the 5th video lesson. Therefore, we're going to talk about the pentagon. Pentagon has 5 sides. And since we're talking about an inscribed pentagon, right here is the center. And we're going to have 5 different triangles. The question is, since this is a central angle, and we got 5 of them. Last time we talked about the hexagon has 6, but this one has 5 sides, therefore 5 triangles. Altogether here we got what? You said it, 360. And then I need to divide it by 5 in order to figure out how much this angle is. If you take a calculator, you divide 360 by 5 and you tell me what you got, because you're going to take a quiz afterwards. Okay? Now, I am going to split this triangle in half. And here I'm going to get 90 degrees. This side, this segment equal to this segment. Therefore, I'm going to call this segment here perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular because it makes 90 degrees, and bisector because those two segments are equal. The question is, we found out how much this angle is, 360 divided by 5. How much would be then this one, since we split it in half? And whatever you get here, you divide it by 2. Whatever this is, x, you divide it by 2. Okay? Now, that perpendicular bisector, I'm also going to call it apothem. We talked about that last time. And we know that the area of a pentagon is 1/2 apothem times the perimeter. Let's say that this side is 4. All of them are equal. 4 times 5 makes 20. That's the perimeter. What about if it's 5? 5 times 5 is 25. What about if it's 6? One side, if it's 6, you multiply by 5. That's how you get your perimeter. The question is, how am I going to figure out how much this apothem is? Well, if I have the hexagon, it would not be that difficult because I have my 60 degrees here. I split it in half, I get 30. And then I get here 60. And then here I get 90. Do I remember from last semester that here I got x, 2x, and here x square root of 3? That would make it easier. But not here. Here, I need to figure out how much this angle is. I can find out also how much this angle is because those two together make 90. I subtract whatever I get here. And I find out this angle. What am I going to do next? Well, from last semester, you're going to remember sine, what's that? Trig function. Sine of an angle, it's equal to the opposite side over hypotenuse. Cosine of an angle, it's equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. Then tangent of an angle would be equal to the opposite side over the adjacent side. That's what I need to use here. Once I know this angle, then I say tangent of this angle, because I do not know the hypotenuse. I'm going to say tangent of this angle would be equal to this side over the apothem. Or I can say tangent of this angle would be the apothem over this side. You're going to have a quiz. Use all this information and finish the quiz. For regular class, you don't have to find the apothem. But for the pre-AP class, you do have to find the apothem, and then you have to find the area. Area is 1/2 apothem times the perimeter. With this, we end the lesson, and go ahead and do your work.